a lot of different things in the fire. He's always like doing 2 or 3 different things. He's on like 8 different streams every day. Plus family.
He was on last night. Yeah, I think so. I think the night before too.
Yeah, he's always. I mean,
he's on tonight at 6:30.
Yeah, he spreads. So.
Oh yeah,
no big deal.
Well, and with his family stuff, yeah.
No big deal.
I just adopt the neighbors, so it's easier that way. Because we got a birthday party after this.
Yeah, me too.
Their child is 9.
Oh yeah, this is we got my cat's birthday, my birthday, my niece's birthday, sister's birthday, mom's birthday, cousin's birthday. August is birthday month, man.
Wow.
My entire family was born in August. So I don't know how we worked that out.
Get together for a big bash.
Yeah, that's usually what we do.
Yeah, wow. Well, we got late August, September is a whole bunch, but because I'm a month from now.
All right. So, but since it is Steve's birthday, Steve has gifted each of you 1 free auto 20 that you can use tonight.
Wow.
But that also means I have 1 free auto 20.
Well, thank you, Steve. That's better than a dead bird or something.
Yeah, that's right.
He brought you that too. You just don't know where it is yet.
Did correct.
Surprise has been left.
Somewhere in your house, there's a dead bird.
They're dissatisfied with the food options you've been giving them.
All right. Any questions before we begin? But since last time,
I will monitor. See if Shadow says anything else on Discord to me.
See, I'll check Discord one more time.
Shadow says he doesn't see anyone there. That's
weird. In the right link.
Yeah, I told him that it was in the Discord group, in the channel Discord.
There's only one place I put the links.
I know. I know. It's odd because he usually checks, the conversation. So I will copy the link and
I don't know where else would he be unless he's in a different group by mistake. He's probably in all other.
You gave the link twice and it's the same. I'm going to directly give it to him right now because that's the best I can do is provide him with the link.
Yeah, it hasn't changed as far as I know.
Okay. Yeah, because you posted it twice. It's the same. Yeah. Because my wife, she's the tech giant. She does it for me. And she's like, oh, it's the same.
Yeah, I just went for the most recent.
I do.
Well, I just gave it to him.
All right.
So hopefully.
Okay. So when last we left off, you had rescued the stolen pig, Bluebell, rescued the prize chickens, rescued a few other things, captured not 1 but 2 goblins and a hobgoblin, and returned to the city of not Dunkirk, triumphant heroes on the late afternoon, early evening of the end of summer festival of the village. You have now to decide what are you going to do with your prisoners and what are you going to tell the various appropriate individuals. You, of course, receive the appropriate rewards for returning the pig. And they continue to blame each other. Somehow she's behind the goblin stealing his pig. Somehow he's behind the goblin stealing her chickens. But
so they hate each other already. They just need an excuse.
They just need an excuse, yes. So with the knowledge you have and with your prisoners, what do you decide to do?
Well, we need to take the prisoners to the folks that hired us.
The mayor, was it the mayor?
The magistrate, the mayor, the blacksmith.
Yeah, the magistrate.
The very pale, thin, Walking Dead looking magistrate.
Yeah.
/ blacksmith.
I think that's where we should probably take them.
Okay. He is shut down for the evening, preparing for his role in the night's festivals, but he greets you again in his hollow monotone pale Walking Dead. This guy needs a sandwich and a hug. Ah, you have returned. As rewarded, I promise. Now I see you've brought some prisoners, and hopefully you have some explanation for why you have brought these prisoners.
Didn't know we needed one. I do not understand. What is wrong with bringing prisoners?
Did you learn anything?
Yes.
Or did you just bring them because you were bored and wanted to adopt 2 goblins? They're waving. We're adopted. Yes, I knew it. Mom likes me best. Shut up.
Well, these goblins claim to be feeding SARN or serving SARN in some way.
Ah, hail SARN! Hail SARN! It was the voice of SARN.
Now I remember.
It
2
was
weeks I've
impossible.
forgotten.
Yes, so there's a pit that I definitely sensed something in, and these goblins claim that it's SARN.
It's totally SARN!
So they were, yeah, they're not innocent in their share of killing and eating things they shouldn't be, but they claim to be feeding SARN as well.
We were totally feeding SARN. At least that's what the hobgoblin said. I don't know. I got a shoe. The voice said it was SARN. SARN is, and then he responds, SARN is dead, or I was there. It is obviously a ruse. And the goblin goes, well, it's not like he can be the only dude named SARN. There's got to be like 80 guys named SARN, right?
You
There's
said it was a
definitely-
dragon, though, not a guy.
There's
Could be
definitely
dragon.
something alive down there that smells
Yes.
foul, that's eating things.
And has a dark presence.
Well, then it is fortuitous that you have arrived on this evening, for I will, as we celebrate this evening, recite the tale of the fall of SARN and why we join hands and celebrate our village this evening. And so he gives you your reward of pogs, and you are sent off to the various festival booths and games of chance, and one of the mercenaries takes the 3 prisoners to the quote-unquote town jail, which was, if you received the complete rundown of the town, which I included on the Discord. If you want to check it, it's up on the Discord. Well, I see a Captain Rogers muted.
I do. I see it. I don't hear him.
I don't hear
I
him.
am here. I'm just in the
Oh.
car, guys. I'm here.
Yay!
Sorry.
Yay!
All right. Okay.
Have no fear.
All right. I don't know. I don't think he said enough.
I'm up to speed, so no worries, guys.
How many pogs did we get reward? I can't remember the number. Dude.
I can't remember. I apparently didn't write that down.
Well,
The Cal is our treasurer.
yeah, I think, wasn't he going to give us like 20 apiece or something?
20 apiece.
Okay. So 5 of us? Oh my God, the math is boggling.
That's
20
100
times
pogs.
5.
Yeah. Now to find the other, because we have 80. We have like 80 something already. Oh, we have 115 now. We add 100. Wow, we got 215.
215 pogs to spend on things on sticks and
Yeah.
games.
give you
Clearly,
guys-
Captain Rogers snuck off to the ale.
I give you some money in case y'all want to go buy food or whatever.
So it is a typical summer festival. There's, guys on stilts, juggling of knives, fire blowers, fire eaters, games where you throw balls and knock things over and get cheap prizes. A lot of teenagers looking very, very excited and expected. And as the sun sets and the delicious smell of candy apples and dry leaves and popcorn fills your ears, the usurper, the town's magistrate, appears in the center of the festival grounds, the open air market. The fire seems to dim down. People start gathering around. all the teenager boys and girls line up. He has a box in front of him on the ground, a black oak box, and he begins to recite the tale of SARN, the great and powerful black dragon that used to terrorize these lands, who spread out on black wings when SAR, the temple city of SAR, fell and plunged the lands into multiple years of torment and torture. And much of the reason why the no man's land is a no man's land is because a acid breathing great black dragon just devastated much of the land. It has taken several years for it to recover. And he tells the story of how SARN, the cultists that gathered around SARN, would come and attack the villages. And if they would capture women and children, they would do awful things to them in the name of SARN, until a brave group of adventurers came up, each one representing the pinnacle of their various class, an icon, so to speak. There was the great rogue trickster, the great necromancer, the great priest, and of course, chief amongst them, Belinda Brassbottom, the great dwarven paladin, who, at the cost of her own life, slew SARN with her mighty axe to make sure that the great black dragon was dead. And then she was buried with the body of SARN to make sure that it was dead and gone and would never come back. And then years pass. And then he says, and this is why we gather every year on this night. And he opens the box and it's filled with knives. And as each child steps up, he hands them he cuts their cheek, hands them a knife. This is to celebrate your rite of passage to adulthood in this town of not Dunkirk. Never again will we be captured and taken as slaves. Never again will you be sacrificed. You are now have a dagger. Use it first on your enemies, but if you have to, use it on yourself. One shot, and everybody's like, ooh, ah, ooh. And one by one, the kids step up and they receive their dagger. And somebody says to you, they're whispering, yeah, SARN this, SARN that. And, I was there, blah, blah, blah. And this is why it couldn't be SARN, because SARN died at the hands of, why can't you work computer? Of
Belinda
Brassbottom. So we know he's dead. And just as the festival is ending, and just as all the little electric lights start dimming out, and it's just as the last of the children go through the ritual, you're looking up in the sky, 44, because these strange human rituals mean nothing to you, in a lifespan of your thousands of years cyborg life, and where things like, oh, if I die I'll just get uploaded to the mainframe and downloaded again to a different body, and that kind of stuff. These things mean
I'm
nothing.
probably outside of those operating procedures right now.
I mean,
I can
okay,
actually die.
you won't get uploaded, but other robots higher up in the food chain will definitely get uploaded and have a chance to be reborn. Not you. Yeah, maybe when you're 10th level. So you're just walking around, being constantly aware as only you can be, and you see a shadow of a great winged beast cross over the moon, and as that registers with your enhanced reflexes, all the lights go out and all the fires go out, and people start screaming, and you hear running around in the dark, and something runs by Captain Rogers really quickly, and you feel a sharp slash on your back. Something runs by Jen, and you feel a sharp slash on your legs. People are screaming. You can't see. It's almost like an unnatural darkness. And then as the unnatural darkness fades, you do see one form standing where the at the entrance to the town. And
Entrance to the town.
yeah. And it says, as the light shines on it, "Avast, ye scurvy dogs, and prepare to be boarded. It is I, the great dinosaur pirate, as promised." And he and his dinosaur pirates heft their machine guns in honor of the dungeon minister and begin to attack the village. What do? Because you were promised dinosaur pirates with machine guns.
Lucky I did. I haven't shown you my psychic mutant baby models yet, fully painted. Jesus, I better reserve that.
Freaking awesome. Draw my firearm and start taking aim.
So, dungeon.
Look for appropriate cover because they have machine guns.
Yes.
Tyrannosaurus Rex, machine gun wielding dinosaur pirate, and his crew members of actual size velociraptors, i.e., they're the size of chickens and not the size of the things from Jurassic Park. But we all know those weren't velociraptors.
What kind of chickens, though? Regular chickens, or they're size of men?
No, they're the size of velociraptors. Were the size of
They were small.
turkeys. Would probably be the closest thing.
Oh, really?
In real life.
I'm pretty sure they were bigger, but okay.
No, the Jurassic Park got it wrong. They're obviously nobody would be frightened by a chicken.
Well,
so they had to make
size,
them. Yeah, they had to make them the larger, more iconic velociraptors, and then of course it's explained that the fact that they're not real dinosaurs; they're half dinosaur, half frog. So that's why none of the dinosaurs are 100% accurate, because of course Hammond didn't have 100% DNA. He had to mix the DNA.
Oh, that can be explained. Actually, there's an example in real life from the Africanized bees.
Yeah. So since he didn't, so that's how they explain how a lot of the things weren't accurate, including the velociraptors.
Whoa. Also, spoiler alert.
Anyway.
Yeah, spoiler alert for those of you who didn't see the first movie where he said we mixed it with frog DNA.
Yeah, I remember that, but the thing was
it's only 30 years, but
yeah.
For that one guy.
The young queens would choose any male bee as a consort who was more African genetics. So it wound up the African genetics replace all the European bee genes. So Yep, that can happen with these things.
Same thing with reptiles. Yeah. And with
I
frog,
think,
especially since frog DNA is very mutable.
How many pirates are there?
Well, there's only one Captain Dungeon Minister, but it's hard to tell how many crew members there are. There seems to be a swarm of them.
A swarm.
Just running around, attacking people, attacking buildings. You notice several buildings have just burst into fires. And you remember those are all the buildings that they were trying to get the graffiti off of. So that seems to have been something. So what do? You've got the birthday promised dinosaur pirates.
Well, I duck for cover.
Courtesy of Dungeon Minister. All right, do you want to roll initiative?
Yeah. You better roll.
They obviously have good dental.
Well, they're pirates, of course. We get the best dental. Yo ho! I can't use this song because I'll get demonetized.
Oh, really?
You get for singing it? I rolled 7.
I can say a few bars, but I don't think I can play the music.
Let's see. What did I get?
So it's a whole 8. A whole 8.
A whole 8 for honey.
I got 17.
Look at the speed on Jen.
14.
I mean,
14.
elves are fast,
Yeah, they are.
Elves. That's why.
11.
11. And Captain Rogers?
He disappeared.
No, he's still there. Well,
I can't see him. I can't see the symbol, the square form. There he is. He just popped in on my screen.
He's there. He's just still muted and fuzzy for some reason, but he's there.
Yeah, that's weird.
He hit the ale ahead of us.
Maybe. I thought he said he was on his car. Is that what I heard?
I don't know.
I mean, he's on, I think. So we'll see what happens. I'll just assume he goes at 10. All right, at 17, Jen the elf responds first to the dread pirate dungeon minister and his crew of Velociraptor pirates, the size of turkeys.
About how far away is he?
You are at the center of the town, and he is at the entrance of the town. So
A good ways.
40, 50, 60 feet, 80 feet, where
Okay.
that little dead guy was hanging.
Okay, I'm going to also try to find some kind of cover, and I'm going to be looking for an opportunity because the pirates are kind of running around everywhere, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to be looking for an opportunity to trip one and steal his gun.
You could take. So you want to hold your action, or do that right now?
If there's one close, I'll do it right now.
You can move 30 feet. And,
Yeah, so I'll
take
go
an action. So there's definitely one.
beat him up and take his toy.
All right, roll a beat him up and take his toy roll. I guess that would be a melee attack.
I didn't even need the free one. I got a
Woo!
First one of the night. First pirate
That
one of the
counts
night.
for more because you rolled it. That's even
Yeah, it
better.
counts
Right.
more than the freebie. All right, do you want to do double damage or normal
No.
damage and something cool?
I want to do normal damage and something cool.
What cool do you want to do? Do you want to have like the gun fly into your hand, a la Deadpool?
Yeah, I wanted to do like a flip up and kind of, flip end over end, and then I catch it and aim it right at his face, and I go, and I'm the Dread Pirate Roberts. And then
All right,
that's it.
what were you hitting him with? Just your hand?
Yeah, I have mixed martial arts as a skill, by the way.
All right, so do a D4
Oh, wow.
plus your PB/level plus your strength bonus if you have any. You have a strength bonus?
Nope.
So D4 plus your level.
1.
1. All right, so you trip him. He trips, stumbles. The gun flies out of his hand. Boom, 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 boom. You reach up, grab the gun, spin it around all Old West style, and point it as his head and say your "I'm Dread Pirate Robert" lines. And he's just staring up at the still smoking muzzle as with his beady little lizard eyes blinking at you. All right, Jen has captured a gun and temporarily taken care of a looter. Jen, it's like the song, Jenny has a gun.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody run. All right, according to my math, Cal 2000, you were next.
44.
Cal 44, caliber 44.
Okay. I will seek cover and try to acquire a target.
All right, you have a lot of them.
Oh, okay.
There's turkeys running everywhere. Turkeys dressed like pirates, armed with swords and cutlasses, and jumping from building to building and doing all sorts of appropriately piratey stuff. One grabs a mead out of somebody's hand and starts drinking. It's like the scene at the end of Pirates of the Caribbean. They're just everywhere doing pirate stuff.
Okay. I try and shoot one.
Okay.
And I roll a 14.
All right. If that was shooting a velociraptor, you have shot a velociraptor.
2 die 6 or 2 die 8?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason die 8. Die 8 for the gun. Die 8. 7 points of damage.
He is bleeding but not dead.
Damn.
But you've taken
Tough turkey.
7 points out of the horde.
Yeah.
All right. Next up would be at 11, David the Wizard.
I'm gonna look around for a second, like to probably the captain, like because he's usually barking out orders,
Yes.
and then
he
seems to be glitched or something. So I'm gonna probably just kind of look around and just run for cover. And on the way to run for cover, I'll try to probably just kick one of these pirate lizard chickens out of the way.
All right. You can roll a kick pirate out of the way roll if you wish.
16.
You have kicked him out of the way. He goes,
just kind of
he or she or it goes scuttling off in the other direction it was going and hits a potted plant or something.
Crouch behind like a booth, probably a vegetable booth or something, you know, like.
Hey, those potatoes are Jen's.
Yes, just crouch behind something like that for a second. Wow.
Sure, there's plenty. I mean, it's it's a village. There's plenty of
and
things.
Try to figure out what to do in the future out of all this
All right.
chaos.
Then we have at 10 Shadow, who is gone again.
Yeah, there he is.
And I guess I don't know. He shoots something, and box orders something fighter.
His speech is slurred. We don't understand.
Wah,
Yeah,
wah, 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 wah.
He's just slightly out of focus. His gun fires, but
It's the what do you call the fog of war?
yeah. He hasn't downloaded the new patch, so his character's a little fuzzy compared to all you guys. All right, so he shoots into the crowd. Something happens. There's a scream. Blah blah blah.
Wrong crowd.
8.
Yeah.
Nurse Honey.
I'm running for cover, swatting any small turkey thing that gets in the way with the Bible.
All right, you may hit a turkey with your Bible. That just sounds wrong.
I rolled a 16.
That is enough
Is that a
to.
9?
Do you have Discord on your phone?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to install Discord, sign in, and then use my other phone, sign in.
Hello?
The
I think we're
verification.
hearing something we're not supposed to hear.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, do your Bible damage, please.
I think that was a D4. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
D4 plus your level plus your wisdom modifier.
That's my level, so
Because you're a cleric.
I did 3 points of damage.
The horde has taken 10 points of damage because we're using swarm rules. All right, it is my bad guy's turn.
I was going to say, if you were looking for cover, I would have waved you over where I was cringing down and hiding.
All right, I get to make Velociraptor attack against Jen. That's a miss.
Bring it on.
Velociraptor attack against David. That's a miss. Velociraptor attack against Shadow. That's a hit. Shadow takes a point of damage. Cal, that's a miss. Nurse Honey. Ooh, that's a hit. Nurse Honey takes 1 point of damage. Various villagers. And then there's screams and falls and explosions, and a velociraptor grabs a woman twice his size and goes running off screaming, "We want the redhead!" and other appropriately pirate things, and he's gone again. Then Captain Dungeon Minister takes out his machine gun and starts shooting. None of you have really posed a threat to him, so he'll just lay down a suppressive fire as he comes running into the village going, "Avast! Stand and be ready to be boarded, you scurvy dogs! Hand over your money and we let some of you live." I am the dread pirate from Canada, Dungeon Minister. So,
I don't want to be bored.
he's got a old 1940. He's got a World War II, machine gun with the
Guys are killing
Tommy
me.
gun, cutlass in one hand, smoking coming in his beard. Tyrannosaurus Rex pirate is just not what you expected to see this festival. So he's just laying down suppressive fire and causing chaos. He grabs an entire chicken. Argavast, doing piratey things. All right, Jen the elf.
Okay, so the
You have a gun.
right, and the velociraptor I took it from is right in front of me, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay, well, I'm shooting him in the face.
Shoot him in the face, please.
There's no turning left either.
20 plus dex bonus.
Oh my God, could this be any worse? Oh no!
We can hear you there, sir. I don't know if you can hear
I
us.
didn't think I can make it. Please, your turn.
No, not you turn.
I think you should be able to mute him.
I did. I'll see if it works.
Okay.
Yeah, you should.
I
Yeah.
guess he is in the car.
That's because he's drunk and he's
I
holding
got a
beer,
13.
wandering around the parade.
All right. Well, I mean, you really can't miss it. It's laying on its side, and it couldn't get up on its attack since it didn't hurt you. So 13. Yes, this is a pirate gun, blunderbuss, pistol, whatever you want to call it. An anachronistic gun that a velociraptor shouldn't have since they don't have opposable thumbs. Do a d6.
But these have frog DNA.
I
Give
rolled
them
a 6.
opposable thumbs.
All right. That is 16 points into the horde using
And then I'm going to, once I shoot him, I'm just going to duck for cover where I can take aim at the pirate dinosaur, the main guy.
All right. At 14, we have caliber 44.
I try and pick out another target and shoot it.
All right.
14. Wow, I
That
rolled that last
is
time. It's weird.
Hit.
Okay. 8 die 8. And we get 2 points this time.
Okay. 2 points to the horde. The horde is starting to be whittled down. You definitely see you are taking effect. I mean, villagers are also, fighting. They're not just laying around. You just handed 8 16-year-olds knives. Of course, they want to prove themselves. Especially since some of them are, there's girls. Look at, so yes, obviously they're doing their share of slaughtering, and the villagers are doing their share of slaughtering, and the blacksmith has got his hammer out, and he's doing his share of slaughtering. So you're not fighting by yourself. This village is definitely prepared to defend itself after everything it's been through, as the story says.
Yeah, I figure they probably are used to fighting it so many times. So,
but yeah, dinosaur pirates might be new.
I was thinking that.
Captain Rogers, Shadow, are you there? No. Okay. All right.
Yes, I am here. Sorry. Taking a shot. You missed my last shot, but no worries. It's my fault.
David the Wizard.
The nearest pirate dinosaur got hit with a 17 for 7 points of damage.
All right. 3 points into the horde. Nice. David the Wizard.
All right. Since I see this in the movie, I will shout out Parlay. Trying to.
Roll a charm or intimidate. D20 plus charisma modifier plus if you have any charisma-based skill you want to apply to it. Diplomacy, intimidate, charm, any of those?
No, I do have a charisma bonus. Total of 8.
All right. Roll D6.
Jesus. 5.
Well, that beats my number. A couple of them look at you, and as in the movie, one of them looks at you and goes, "Parlay." So you've got that.
And since they're raptors, I also hold my hand out. Like they do in the other
it's a raptor
Park movie.
All
like
right.
Owen from Jurassic.
Yeah. And then I'll look around to my, compatriots and like, what do we do now?
All right, so he takes your hand in his little cold, clammy lizard turkey hand and starts walking you towards Captain Dungeon Minister. So it's Mike at 10, 11. Shadow fires into the crowd at 10. Nurse Honey at 8.
I'm hiding behind the roasted chestnut vendors thing, so I knock it over, sending hot coals and hot chestnuts towards all the raptor pirates near us.
Okay, you're going to roll a ranged attack at disadvantage. So 2d20, take the lower of the two, then add your level and your dex mod.
That would be 13.
13 is the lowest of the two,
Yes.
plus everything? That's
Yes.
still enough. All right. I don't know. Figure there's about 20 assorted things on there. So roll a d6.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Hot coals go flying and scattering around in that cool way that coals look when you throw them, with the weird embers and everything, you know. And they use the wafting smell of burning wood and coals and what burning, bubbling hot chestnut smells so delicious. Hits a couple in the face, sizzling, running off. Some of them are like, ooh, yum. But yeah, okay. Definitely more of a psychological victory than a physical victory with that one. All right, it's my bad guy's turn. Jen. Nope. Honey. Nope. All right, David the Wizard starts walking you towards Captain Dungeon Minister, the Tyrannosaurus Rex pirate with a machine gun. It says to him, "Parlay." And the dread Captain Dungeon Minister looks at you and goes, "Parlay?"
Yeah, parlay.
And he stops firing his machine gun. And we'll get to that conversation in a second. Shadow, you take 2 points of damage. Cal, you take 4 points of damage, Cal. And then various villagers screaming, yelling.
Did I miss another attack?
Various pirate things going on.
Did I miss another round?
Not yet.
I think you're around behind. So yes, please catch up and roll something.
Okay.
Want to shoot something?
Yes.
All right.
18
That's a hit.
for 8 points of damage.
Ouch. Damn.
Ouch. The horde has been really whittled down. There's very few velociraptor pirates left between you and the villagers and the wizard, and now this little fire that Honey has started, and crazy machine gun wielding robots. And yes, so you were definitely whittling down the horde. There only seems to be like 3 or 4 left who haven't run away with food or booty or women or men. Dread pirate Dungeon Minister looks at you, David the Gnome, and says, "What you be offering for your parlay?" Avast. Can't go Canada.
Now this is my first parlay, so what do you guys want? You could have just come to the fair.
We be dinosaur pirates. We want what every cold-blooded dinosaur boy and man want. We want action. We want adventure. We want treasure. We want food. And we've been paid a hearty sum to make sure this village is kept busy. I've said too much.
Who's keeping you?
So if you be entitled to speaking for the village, we'll be taking all your pogs.
You already got paid, though.
Yes, but not by you.
Well, if we pay you more by giving you money here, wouldn't we be your employer?
No, you'd be paying to make sure that we don't continue with our rubbing and pillaging and burning.
Wait, this isn't. I thought
making off with your prized pigs and all.
No, not again.
We're pirates, you be. We have
Not again. Poor Petunia.
Those people with these stealing pigs.
And pork's gonna be awful thin.
To negotiate in good faith, you have to tell me who have sent you.
No, I do not.
Yeah, that's pretty. It's the parlay rules.
You said this is your first parlay. How do you know the rules?
Well, I studied really hard.
Roll a bluff, if you have such a thing. Charisma plus D20 plus your level plus.
Can I use that free natural 20 even after I roll?
If the free natural 20 is better than your roll,
yes, because I rolled a 1. So I'm gonna
yes,
take
of course you can.
Huh?
Of course you can.
I will take
Steve's
the free
birthday.
20 gift that you gave out.
All right, you have spent your birthday 20. Mike spends B-Day 20. All right. Give yourself, what's your charisma?
It's a 12, so it's +1.
It's now 13. Birthday magic from Steve. All right, Jen the elf. The 4, 6, 8, however many remaining velociraptors seem to be coming down from their pirate high. Their movements are becoming less frantic, more deliberate, and now it looks like they're actually not just spreading chaos, they're actually forming brigades to take things off and away. They're, holding people at gunpoint and taking their stuff and putting it in sacks. So the initial rage or whatever it is now reached the point where they're now, oh yeah, we're supposed to be robbing these people. So what do? You've slaughtered one. You've captured yourself a gun. You can write that down that you have a 6 shooting. Oh no, it's a pirate gun. A single shot blunder pistol. On the downside, you only get to use it once before you have to reload. On the bright side, it's a blunder pistol, so you can pretty much shoot anything that you can fit in there. Bullets, forks, rocks,
Potatoes.
Only because you're an elf.
Julienne them.
Only because you're an elf.
I am going to go to the one nearest to me that is terrorizing a group of villagers.
Yes. Sure.
And I'm going to use the blunder pistol, the butt end of it, and knock him in the head to make him stop.
All right. That is a normal melee attack, so D20 plus strength mod plus level.
15.
Bonk. All right. Do 1d4 subdual damage.
4.
1 point left in the horde. Let's see. We have caliber 44.
Okay.
Again, many of the Velociraptor pirates have been slain. The rest have run off with booty or kidnapped victims. There's only a few remaining, and they are very systematically gathering people in the center of town. They've got the bag, and they're putting their jewelry and stuff in them. And then
the leader. How far away is the leader from me?
He is about 20 paces from the entrance to town.
Oh.
He's near one of the buildings that have burst off in fire. He is carrying on a conversation with David the Wizard, looking all awesome in his piratey Tyrannosaurus Rex garb.
I'll make my way over there to circle around and come from behind or the side.
Are you trying to be sneaky or just normal?
Yes, and I use my the 20 you gave me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cal spends his nat 20.
That's right. Take it off the sheet here. Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome, Steve. What's your dexterity score? Oh, you just got a dexterity score.
Mine is 14.
14. It's now 15.
Yay, that's even better. Woohoo! So 15.
Sneak. All right, you are wherever you want to be. You're perfectly. You could walk up to this guy and whatever, and nobody would see you do it. You are ninja mode right now. You're a ghost. You're invisible.
Okay.
You're in another state. That's how well you're hidden.
I walk up to him and put the laser pistol to his head.
People have forgotten who you are. That's how well you're hidden. And you're got the laser pistol pointed up to his head.
Drop the weapon, or we won't negotiate anymore.
All right. You want to try and roll an intimidate there, or?
Sure, and I've got intimidate.
All
I
right.
don't know what rank gives me. That gives me a +3, I believe.
Yeah, D20 plus intimidate rank.
11 total.
Charisma modifier.
Charisma +1, so +4, so 12.
12. He hears you and he stops to consider it, but he seems to be feeling a little froggy since you're
resolute
and you're his trying to come to a parlay, and now you're threatening him, so that may play out differently.
Yeah.
All right, David the Wizard. Your super duper charisma natural 20 has convinced him that maybe he should tell you what he knows. So just as he's about to reveal to you who hired him, Caliber 44 comes up and behind him and somehow, despite the fact that this is a Tyrannosaurus Rex, points his gun right at his head and says, blah, 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 which of course just now ruined your natural 20. Convince him to do what you asked because now he's all defensive again. How are you going to save this situation?
Probably not, but I'll be like, where'd you come from?
Oh, you're pulling the goblin defense. I don't know who this guy is.
All of a sudden,
Was just attending this
44
this,
kind of shows
festival.
up. Yeah, it just kind of appears out of nowhere. I'm like, I'm going to remain perfectly still because I'm going to assume that it's based on movement, his sight.
Yeah, of course. Yes, exactly.
I'm just going to be really nervous and not move and be like,
he cannot see you with his brain the size of an acorn.
Right. I'm just going to assume that negotiations are going a different direction now.
Yes, and because it's dark. we know they can't see in the dark.
44 took over, so I'm just going to be not move.
So you're just standing perfectly still, not moving, directly in front of his large Tyrannosaurus Rex pirate hat wearing self, and assuming that because if you can't be seen, because you're standing perfectly still. All right, Captain Rogers.
Are there any targets left?
There are no, not really. There are a group of there were some velociraptors in the
You guys
center.
are fading in and out. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, sometimes. There was a small.
If there are any
group
targets, I'm shooting with a
Jen the
sing
Elf
gun.
has beaten them into submission, and they are now in the process of running away. So the only one that's left is Captain Dungeon Minister.
If all of the targets have been taken out, I'll start looting bodies.
Okay. So you're going to ignore the tense situation between your companions and the Tyrannosaurus Rex pirate and start looting dead Tyrannosaurus.
Oh, I didn't know there was. Yeah, you guys are fading in and out. Do the same thing. Take a shot at the Tyrannosaurus Rex then. Screw it.
Escalation times 10.
So much for your parlayed.
I think that's a 20 in a different direction all of a sudden.
I had a search the body table.
Like I said, Captain's already drunk.
Yeah. I rolled a 15, and the damage would be 6.
6 points of damage to the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh well.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
know I won't be able to get any reception.
Sadly, it is the bad guy's turn.
You're up there.
All right, so the last remaining velociraptors, seeing Jen the Elf clobber one of their companions with the butt end of her blunder pistol, turn and run off. They've succeeded in robbing most of the village. Perhaps they didn't succeed 100%, but, they've got booty, they've got food, they may have kidnapped somebody. They feel their job is done, so they run off into the night. Jen, do you want to take a free action against any of them?
Oh yeah, I'll shoot him.
All right, go ahead. He's running, so you get a
20?
advantage. Oh, natural 20?
No, it wasn't natural.
Oh, okay. Well, you get advantage, so if you want to roll again and try and get a nat 20.
I got a 19 that time.
All right, bang! Roll your d6. Thank you, Artist for Hire Santana. Happy birthday to you too.
1.
You nick him and he's running off. The cartoon back of the leg, he jumps a little and seems to run off farther. Yipe, 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 yipe.
He was limping when he left.
Yeah, exactly. But it was a moral victory. All right.
No, I hit the femoral artery. He's gonna bleed out.
Oh, slowly. Okay.
This is going to be the
slow death.
Rodriguez version. The blood starts flying everywhere.
Yeah, he'll die from blood poisoning. It'll be slow. It'll take months, but he's gonna die.
That's
And
right.
He'll suffer for those months. All right, Tyrannosaurus Rex, seeing that you are parlaying in bad taste after he was agreeing to tell David the wizard his secrets with that natural 20 charisma check, decides to, I don't know, shoot some motherfuckers with his machine gun. All right, first the guy that actually hit him. Armor class 16 there, Captain Rogers. Armor class 16, Captain Rogers.
Once again,
Well, that would be a hit on his. Yeah,
I
his
think he
AC
had like a
isn't that
15.
great.
he's-
It is 16.
7 points of piercing damage, Captain Rogers.
Ouch.
ouch. So that's
Well,
he's
When he
he's
comes
taken
back, we'll tell him.
so he's taken a total of
8.
10.
No, 10.
8?
10, you're right. He took
10.
2 the second run.
Two before, yeah.
All right, so that's his first attack. With his second attack, he will try and hit the thing behind him with his tail. Armor class 12 there, caliber 44.
Well, what am I at? 11? Yeah, you hit.
Oh, wow, even with disadvantage, I hit you. 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Whoa!
Ouch.
All right, that's his 2 attacks. So that is his turn. Villager's turn. There's a fucking Tyrannosaurus in the village. Get him.
I think that concludes negotiations.
Ooh. So there's a couple of the kids who are still high on, I just got my knife, I'm showing off, there's girls, I'm an adult, go running in, and they're just, they're just cats. Just none of them are effective. But one of them managed to shank him really good.
Ooh.
For 6 points of critical damage.
Ooh.
Damn.
Just gets in
Ouch.
with like a knee or something and just the
You
knife
go,
is like stuck.
Gaston.
He's like, yeah, I'm Gaston. And now he's got a name. Okay, Jen just named him Gaston, the NPC. I think that's what you said, right, Jen? Gaston?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
you named him. 1 extra experience point for Jen for naming an NPC. He's like, no one stabs like Gaston. No. Dang, yeah. So he's looking
Nice,
thick.
Jen.
Yeah.
The leader of the town will gather people up and herd them away. And the other slightly more higher level NPCs in the village will do the same. Meanwhile, the militia, the guards, all come running out of their various places and their various positions and grabbing crossbows and stuff like that. So in the next round, you'll have much more impressive force to lay down against the Tyrannosaurus Rex pirate with a machine gun named Dungeon Minister. All right, Jen the Elf.
Oops. Yep. She's back.
Swallowed wrong. Okay, so the townspeople are getting the heck out of here, right?
No,
And-
the non-combatants are being ushered away by the weird blacksmith. The combatants and the kids are entering the fray. As you remember, there are 2 different mercenary units that both operate out of the town. They're technically the town guard. We have Ragnar's Raiders and the Lucky 13, of which there are only 9. So now they are forming up
Okay.
to attack as well.
So there's really no, I wouldn't even be able to get close to him, I don't think.
If you want to, you could. You're a player character. You get to do cool stuff.
Well, I think this is a good.
You can always move through friendly terrain and not be affected.
Well, I think this is a good time for my good friend Slime Claw to come.
You just want to use the graphic again.
I just like Slime Claw.
Slime
He's
Claw's got his own graphic. All
friend.
right. Roll a d20 plus your level plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh.
You need an 8 or higher.
Okay, well, I rolled an 11. My level is 2, so that would be a 13. My wisdom modifier is 3.
All
So
right. Your
16.
second level. So the slightly buffer slime craw emerges from the primordial ooze to follow your commands. What is Slime Claw's commands today for his 2 rounds of life?
He is going to go and get that hat.
All right.
Oh,
He scuttles off at his 20-foot movement rate. Roll a Slime Claw climb check, D20 plus nothing, plus your level.
13.
And he scuttles up the body of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And on your next action, he may be able to grab the hat. Yay, Slime Claw!
Yay!
Caliber 44.
well, I assume I still have the laser pistol pointing at his head. I shoot him.
All right. Shoot her!
I don't know if that gets me any extra bonus there, but
No, he's not surprised anymore.
that's true. Oh, +2. I was forgetting to add my level earlier.
D20 plus your level plus your dex mod.
That is a modified to a 20.
All right, that's a hit.
18 plus 2. So die 8.
Mm-hmm.
7 points of damage to his head. Might blow the hat right off.
Burning, the smell of burning Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Probably tastes like Brontosaurus, right?
Yeah. No, it's a little gamier. He's a little bit more muscly. 13, 12, 11. David, I'm perfectly still. Nobody can see me.
So he's still standing, right? And he's
Yes.
Did
Cutlass
he act
in
like
one
he's
hand,
standing?
machine gun in the other.
I haven't been hit, and he hasn't attacked me.
Nope. Therefore, he can't see you.
Yeah, I think I'll ready a spell or work one up, magic missile, but I'm not gonna like try to start moving to cast. I'm just gonna like start focusing on it.
All right, it's ready to go.
Kind of like kind of like hold the action until maybe.
So you want to use it as a reflex,
right? Like when he when he looks away.
All right. So when he attacks, you're going to attack him. All right. So holding your action. All right. Shadow.
Is the T-Rex still there?
Oh God, yes. He's not even in the 20s yet. It's a T-Rex.
All right, yeah, taking another shot at him. 18, 19, 20, 23 to hit. Max damage for 8.
$27 hit points. Now he's slightly concerned. All right, Nurse Honey.
I cast Thundering Thorns.
Thundering Thorns.
Heaven.
This is a roll your D20 plus wisdom modifier plus level. You want to beat a 10.
Oh, I've done that. 10, 12.
All right. Thundering Storms is cast. Roll to hit. D20 plus dex mod plus level plus wisdom mod, whichever
11.
higher. All right. Your nearest thorns are the nails from the various buildings. So as one, a swarm of nails comes out all Magneto style, turns around, floating in the air the way nails shouldn't, and just all go. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Roll, I don't know. D6.
D6.
Did I give you a damage for it?
5.
All right, 5 points of nail damage. Okay, wow. He's actually
beating.
bloody. He's bleeding. He's definitely needs to be worried about this. Hey, wait a minute! I'm a 3-hit die monster. You guys shouldn't be doing so much damage to me.
Yeah, it's got worked over.
Lord Jesus saves, buddy.
All right, that is my Tyrannosaurus Rex. All right. Well, there's a lot of people shooting at him and attacking him from far away. But there's these 2 guys that are right up next to him. One of them hasn't bothered him at all, but there's another one who just shot him in the head. So he's going to turn around and attack you, Caliber 44. So he slings his machine gun over his shoulder and attacks you, pirate style.
Technically, he didn't drop it, so.
7, 8, 9. Not armor class 9?
Yeah, 9? Yeah. Well, I'm 11, so.
So then 9 wouldn't hit. Armor class 15?
Yeah, 15 would. Yep.
8 points of slashing damage.
Wow. Ouch. That hurt. Damn.
He's a dinosaur.
I know. But he ain't got much left, and I ain't got much left either.
Various villagers attack, blah, 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 blah. Arrows, blah, blah, blah. Spells, various things, blah, blah, blah. Arrows fill the air. Thankfully, nobody rolled a 1. A lightning bolt arcs from somewhere. A building explodes. There's more screaming. There's more yelling. The lights go out. There's smoke. You hear running and screaming and massive chaos. And in the dark, you hear her say, this be the time that Captain Dungeon Manister turns and runs away so he can fight another day.
They can try.
He uses his withdraw/dash ability to suddenly move 80 hexes.
Really? And I don't have a chance of trying to shoot him.
Do you have a melee weapon?
No, I've got the pistol.
You could make
laser gun.
You could try and make a attack as he's fleeing, but
okay.
Using disengage, it's at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay. So I got to roll twice.
You roll twice. Take the worst of the 2.
Well, a 2, so I can't get.
Plus your dex mod, plus your level.
Doesn't matter. I mean, it's so low. I rolled a 2, just the first number, so it's a
right.
disadvantage. So I already the first roll took it out. There's no way.
All right. So he will use his.
I shoot and I miss.
Free action, bonus action, fighter ability to disengage, and he disengages, moves 80 feet, and runs off into the night. Mission accomplished. You have seen a pirate dinosaur.
Well, we hurt him pretty bad, so good. Yeah, he just got lucky. I didn't hit him the last time.
Put a hole in his hat.
Well, he's got a hole in his head.
Jen, roll a d20.
Oh yeah, Jen. That's right. Slime
12.
dog.
What hat?
Exactly. Now he's got a reason to come back.
Yeah, comic book style. He goes running off and floating in the air. There's this primordial blood red hand victoriously holding a hat as it slowly falls to the ground, the hat acting like a parachute. And just as it fades away at the end of the second round, it waves at you. Somehow, despite the fact that it can't, doffs the hat and fades back into the primordial with you holding the hat.
Yay!
Yay!
Mission
then
accomplished for me.
Well, he still qualifies a pirate losing his hat.
Yes,
That's right.
I'd have to check the pirate code, but I think
That's where all their power is. He's like Santa.
yes, exactly. That's where all their power is.
Well, a pirate captain has to have a flamboyant hat.
Yes.
And
Well,
you know that Jen is now putting on the
Yes.
pirate hat.
When he
It's
comes
too
now
back,
large for your
Dread Pirate
head.
he's taking his ship.
It's too large for your head. It's over your face. And
Yeah, it is a
down.
little large. I mean,
No. It looks great on me anyway. That's
Yes, of course.
It
no,
looks like,
'cause you're an
Captain Rogers is out cold again.
he's trying to. He
I
can
think
hear
it's
us, he says.
he's on phones.
He's texting on the phone, so
Yeah.
Discord on. Yeah, well, dude, you can't do Discord on a phone, I don't think.
You can, but it's pretty choppy. It's
yeah, it'll
rough.
be pretty choppy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, especially if
I
everything
know.
else.
I've tried before. It doesn't work well.
But he's
And
in chat.
depending where he's at.
Yeah, he's in chat. So I mean, yeah. Plus, if he's in the car and moving, don't worry about it, dude. You're here in spirit.
It's okay.
You'll still get.
We're playing your character.
You'll still be able to get EP and stuff.
We all get to
You're
run.
now stumbling around, going, "Did we get him?"
We all get to take turns playing Captain Rogers too.
Exactly. Yes, that's totally a thing.
Absolutely.
Did these pirates that ran off, did they all run in the same direction, or did they just kind of run
Not really.
Okay.
80% of them ran in the same direction. The rest just ran. There it is. That's what I was looking for. The search.
Well, I'm sure they will rendezvous because that's another word they
They'll
use.
rendezvous back at the ship because they're pirates.
But what kind of ship they got? Because
I don't know. You'll see it.
That could be interesting.
Either they have, they either have a flying ship or a ground ship. Probably, this being a sci fantasy.
So
It could be something really cool and steampunky.
But yes, you have smoke. You have these weird greenish flames that are burning on the buildings that have the graffiti in it. You've got dead bodies. You've got missing people. The festival is ruined. People are crying. People are angrily shaking their fists. People are angry at the magistrate for not doing more. They're angry at the guards. Where were you?
Well, it was a surprise.
Why weren't you here? That kind of things. And each of them seems to come up with each of the mercenary groups seem to come up with some excuse for why they weren't here. The Ragnar's Raiders say, but we received orders to go to the other end of town. We were told there was goblins and
it was a setup.
The Lucky 13 says, we can't find the captain. We can't find Captain Sven. He's missing. We never got any orders to come until we heard the screaming.
Is that their captain of their group that's missing?
Yes, the leader of the Lucky 13, Sven.
Okay. A dwarf.
Missing. No, the Ragnar's Raiders are dwarves.
Oh, sorry.
The Lucky 13 are a hodgepodge.
Oh, okay.
Before too much time passes while kind of everybody's assessing everything, I want to go off in the direction most of the pirates ran off to and see if I can find where they're running to or if they meet up. I don't want to necessarily engage them, but I want to see if I can figure out if they meet up with anybody or, where they might be going.
Okay.
I'm obviously damaged.
Leaving town. I'm sorry, what?
I'm obviously damaged. Yeah, I was hit pretty hard. What did I take? Like 17 out of 23.
Yeah, I gotta start patching everybody up. Me.
I think Captain Rogers wanted to search the bodies.
I know. I was like, I'm not going to search any bodies.
Well, Captain Rogers is kind of drunk and injured, so we got to sit him down.
Yeah, he's searching the bodies. All right, I found a thing. Found a hat.
Well, I wouldn't search the bodies of the townsfolk. I mean,
the dead townsfolk are being collected. They're getting search parties together to find the missing ones. The fires are being put out. It's very difficult for them to put out the weird green fires. There seems to be something magical about them, but they eventually get them out. Strangely, they don't spread. They just seem to stay where they were put. And it was all the buildings that had the graffiti on it that
they were marked. Yeah.
That Sergeant Smith was not able to remove because nobody helped him.
Oh, and then it caught fire, and the ink maybe is magical.
Well, that's something you could investigate in the future, but.
Oh, I'm not the magic person.
It was an option of things for you to do, but you went and looked for the pigs. Other things happened.
Yep.
So
lucky we were here.
I'm gonna ask her, hey, what did Sven look like?
Sven is described as a youngish human, about 22, dark hair, mustache, ruggedly handsome, in a human kind of way.
And he's your boss. He disappeared.
If you're talking to the Lucky 13, of which there is 9, yes. He was, as you know, Sven recently took over from the previous commander and his brother who didn't want the job. And now he's gone. They can't find him.
Yeah.
So they never got.
Was Sven going to get married?
Sven? No. We know he had a secret girlfriend, but not getting married. No, we hadn't heard that.
We found like a bunch of dead people on the way back to town.
No, we didn't know that, but
I will bring up my pictures on my phone. Is this? Do you recognize any of these people? Scroll.
What magic is a magic picture box? I've seen one of these before. Not that's this small though. Nope. No. Oh yeah, that's what happened to Henry. Poor Henry.
Yeah.
No, but none of them Sven.
Okay.
And it's not the size of the magic picture box.
What the magic picture box could do.
Yeah. It's a Samsung.
Oh, so yeah, I'm patching up people.
All right.
I can do does anybody need some healing?
I do, Nurse Honey. I seem to
I
be
got a
quite
couple
damaged.
options here. So hold on.
So, what do you want to do in the aftermath of your battle with?
Well, I'm going to line everybody up who's injured, and I'm going to whip out my holy symbol and evoke some healing energy on everybody.
All right. People are healed. Blah blah blah. No rolls necessary. Blah blah blah.
Cool. Please.
For mechanical reasons, what do I get back?
If you're healing him, tell him what he gets back. What you know what you can do, honey.
I'm pretty injured.
All your wires and stuff start knitting in your flesh, and you just magically are fixed.
Magically fixed.
Because God blessed you.
Oh wow. This is amazing. Okay.
All right. Well, we should try to figure out what's going on. I mean, the pirates said that they were paid.
Yes, they say they were paid to distract you from something.
What was the previous one that paid? It was Legion.
Gemini.
Gemini
Legion. Yeah,
Gemini was after the holy item owned by Timothy, who is now nowhere near where you guys are.
But we've made enemies of the Gemini Legion.
Yes, you definitely have.
Yes.
And
especially after that outrageous picture that he saw of himself holding chicken of all things.
Well, we should, with the mercenary companies, I believe, we should proceed after these beings immediately, I think.
As you say that, you notice that Jen the Elf is missing. Jen the Elf, you run off into the dark, trying to track the dinosaurs.
She's an elf, I expect it.
Quiet as an elf. With the moonlight, of course, so it's perfect. Enya music playing as you run. Sail away, sail away. Roll. What stat check would you like to make to do the tracking of dinosaurs? Do you in fact have tracking, or survival, or?
I have search. I have travel navigation as a hobby.
Close enough. Search is probably closer to what you want to do. So roll a search check. It's dark, so disadvantage. Oh, you're an elf. You can see the dark. Never mind.
Okay. 12.
12. Ooh, they rolled a 10 and they weren't trying. Sure. Like I said, about 80% of the horde all ran in the same direction. I assume that's the chunk you're following. So you were able to maintain the trail, but you are getting farther away from town. You'll soon be cresting the hill, the little hills, and not be able to see the light of town anymore if you wish to continue deeper into the dark. But you can hear the telltale noise of turkey feet running through the grass and
Turkey feet.
I'll keep following
and
the
a
turkey
small stampede of velociraptors, plus a much larger sound of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, all running in one direction. So
Without his hat.
without his hat, but Jen's coming to bring the hat back.
No.
All
I
right,
don't know
so
about that.
we have two individuals who are trying to rally the various mercenary units to follow the pirates. We have the various villagers. We have capture. You know, you've got two unconscious pirates if you want to question them. Which is of your most, or you can search the bodies, whichever seems to be the most of important to you.
We need intel, and unfortunately, I don't.
Maybe,
I'm more of the find Jen and back her up.
Yep, that's what
Unfortunately,
I'm thinking. I'll try to use intimidate on the mercenaries to get them to accompany us.
And you can intimidate them. All right. So which group?
That's the closest thing I got here.
Which group of mercenaries are you trying to intimidate? The all dwarf Ragnar's Raiders, or the Lucky 13, of which there are 8?
The Lucky 13.
All right.
First, because there's only 8 of them.
There's only 8 of them, and they are a
decide
hodgepodge of humans and other races.
Right. I'm just figuring they lost their leader. You know,
They lost their leader.
Their leader has most likely been taken by.
They're arguing with the various officials in
turkeys.
town and with each other. And
Yeah. Okay. I'll try.
Captain Rogers is trying to also get the mercs under his authority.
Oh.
I don't know which group or if it's on Toto. So
randomly choose. Is it plus my level or
D20 plus charisma modifier?
Oh, that's a +1.
Plus your levels, because it's
plus intimidation.
Yeah.
Is well, it's at least a +2, so that's a +3.
All right. So
I get a 12 plus 3, 15.
All right. So you are trying to browbeat him into following you with your intimidation. He does not appear to be intimidated. You're okay. Well, I mean, I don't work for you. But
but you're protecting the town, and your leader has been taken by these pirates.
Dude,
I'm persuasive.
Well, if you have proof that Sven's been taken by the pirates, then obviously we'll go after him.
Well, I can only go by what I saw.
So you're saying you saw Sven get taken?
Well, I believe so, but you know everything was moving fast. But they stole other people also. So.
Well, this guy says he saw Sven get kidnapped, guys. Let's go get Sven. All right, yeah. All right, so they are all gearing up to go run off into the dark to retrieve Sven, who may or may not have been kidnapped. Meanwhile, Captain Rogers is, I guess, trying to use his leadership on the remaining. So roll a D20 plus leadership.
Well, who do you want to do?
Dwarves there, Captain Rogers.
Oh, well.
He's in chat, so I'm assuming he can hear.
Oh, yeah, you can see
unfortunately, you would think by now SteamYard would have a dice roller of some kind, since so many people use it, but nope. I guess they figure people will use other sites.
Do one of us need to roll for him?
I'll roll for him.
Okay.
I don't know what is. So something +2 plus whatever his charisma is.
It's close enough.
Blah, 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 blah. A 5 is still a 5, so.
Yeah.
7 plus, even if he had an 18 charisma.
Yeah.
And dwarves.
It was, yeah, exactly.
16. So he's hemming and hawing with the dwarves, but they're like, I don't know, we don't really work for you. And I'm more interested in knowing who who gave us the false information. Where'd that come from? Maybe it was that elf. or you stinking humans. We don't get paid enough. So yeah, he's not doing a great job. Nurse Honey
are just doing a better job. They're obstinate.
Nurse Honey is healing. Cal has organized the Lucky 8 to go running off into the dark. Jen is off in the dark. That leaves Dave the Wizard.
Yeah, I got the ID
of
Sven, and I looked around. No one looks like him. And I was like, they mentioned his brother didn't want the job. I was like,
yes,
where's his brother at?
His brother is didn't want the job. He turned down the job because he chose to pursue a higher calling. He has joined the priesthood. He can be found in the town temple.
What's his brother's name? Or did they give me that?
Scott. Sven and Scott. Sven and Scott.
I'll try to go talk to the brother and just see if he knows where Sven.
Oh, I see a ghost.
No.
Hey, folks, sorry about all that.
No problem, man.
Captain Rogers is conscious.
Out shopping?
No, I had to go to the post office.
Oh.
And I didn't see any notification for today. I could have swore we played yet last week, but
no
worries. I'm here.
I know.
I'm here. And yeah. Unbelievable. Okay. Discord was ass. But
no, it's not gonna work on the phone, dude.
It used to work on my other phone. I just got a new phone last week, and it worked fine. I got a brand new sweet phone. And now,
isn't that always the way?
I'm just gonna go into YouTube, and it worked like a charm.
Isn't that always the way? All right. So
welcome to the party.
David the Wizard is heading off to the town temple, which, if you remember, is over here, run by Mama Grim. Okay, and now to the dark, spooky forest. Jen the elf by herself.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
You got a hat, of course not.
Hat of bravery.
All right, elf on a shelf. You have crossed over the hills, and you see all the little velociraptors, and behind them comes the larger form of Pirate Captain Dinosaur Dungeon Minister, and they are all running towards what appears to be a boat, a single mast ship of some kind.
Is this a river?
Nope, it's sitting on the ground.
Ah, okay. Does it have wings?
Well, it's a flying ship.
You don't see wings. It appears to be a
or it rolls. Maybe it's on
single
wheels.
mast ship.
Maybe.
I'll try to get closer to it and watch to see what happens. I don't want to stow away quite yet, but I want to get close because I want to see if they're meeting with anyone there.
Sure. Okay, so roll your hide.
Well, I do have stealth. $14.
14. All right. So you hide in the bushes. And you watch as they board the ship, and there's yelling and stuff. And you see that they have booty, and they have treasure and food, and a couple of kidnapped people, mostly women. And yes, me hearties, we may have lost a few brave lads, but all in all, we were successful. Look at our fine collection of wares. We be the richest, most popular pirates in all the wasteland. Yo-ho, yo-ho. But I have a bone to pick with that false dinosaur. He said nothing about there being spellcasters and gunslingers in the village. It was just supposed to be women and children. He may have paid us well, but he gave us the wrong information. This so-called SARN. Arg. Stow the missing mass. Appropriate pirate stuff. All right. Rest
Okay.
of you.
If it looks like they're getting ready to go, I'm gonna go try to sneak on board.
I will get back to you momentarily. What are the rest of you doing?
Did I find any firearms during that little search attempt?
Every one of them has a firearm.
Okay, I'm looking for something big.
Oh no, they all have single shot blunder pistols.
Okay,
And,
I heard machine guns during the static, and I'm like, machine gun?
Oh yeah, there's a machine gun, but he took it with him.
Yeah.
It was strapped to his back. You did not. Nobody said I'm trying to take the machine gun. They said I'm trying to take the hat.
Okay.
He still has his classic Gatling gun, machine gun.
All right, I'll definitely pick up a brace, 3 or 4 flintlocks.
All right, you have 3 or 4 single shot blunder pistols
Might come in handy.
that fire pretty much anything you can fit in them. A whole bunch of small little scimitars and other appropriate things. Some of them have bailing pins. Some of them have scimitars. Some of them have ropes with hooks on them. You have 2 that are not unconscious, the rest that are dead, and the rest that ran off. All right, so you're searching the bodies, blah, blah, blah. You've arrived at the temple there, David.
I'll poke in, say,
They're tending to the wounded.
Scott?
You see an older woman who half of her face is painted black and the other half of her face is painted white. And she has got the all white eyes and her hair is all scraggly and white. And she looks like a New Orleans voodoo priestess. And she's tending to the wounded. And there's a couple other acolytes that are tending to the wounded. And one of them looks a lot like the way Sven was described to you. A little less handsome, like 1 point lower on the charisma scale, but the same basic appearance, slightly older. This one looks like he's maybe 25. That's probably Scott.
I'll just walk up, say, Scott, I presume?
Ah, yes. Are you wounded, brother?
No. But your brother, he's missing?
Is he?
Yeah. But, I mean, help me out here. He might have went missing before this ruckus happened. So,
well, I don't wish to tell tales out of school, but I do know he has been seeing a lady.
Does she look like this? And I'll show him the picture.
Oh my God, that's Janet. That's what happened to her. Poor Janet. But no. Well, I don't believe that's the lady he's been seeing. I haven't met her actually, but he talks about her a lot.
Oh.
I know that her name is Brunhild.
Is she from this village?
No, I think she's a visitor, because he only started dating her a few weeks ago. But he seems to be in love, but he's kept it very hush-hush.
Where
so
do
he
you
could be
meet
seeing her.
Huh?
He could be seeing her.
Yeah. She's not from here, but...
No, I don't believe so. I don't know anybody in the village named Brunhild.
Is she real?
Well, I've never seen her.
Because I've had a couple of buddies that just kind of made up, or they, girlfriends from Canada.
But apparently they talk online all the time.
Oh boy!
No.
She's a model from Singapore.
Canada. From Canada.
It just needs money to come over to America. Yeah. No, I've never seen her, but he does seem smitten. But he's kept her very secret. But I don't know anybody named Brunhild, so she would have been a stranger.
Okay, I won't take up any more of your time.
No. The doors
But
are
thank
always
you.
open for those seeking solace in the higher learnings of the gods.
Yeah, I'll just head back. I'll probably find the. Well, I know where the. How are you dressed? Like just Honey, Sister Honey, Nurse Honey?
Nurse Honey, she's just like a nun with a very unusually large hat.
I'll seek her out and be like, hey, I checked on the brother. of the guy that went missing. He had an imaginary girlfriend, maybe, or real, but I just wondered if he's the one who maybe told those guys to go to the other end of the village and opened it up for attack. That was my thinking.
Could be.
Where's the robot?
Oh,
Well, we're still there. I was waiting to you know,
He's not real
try and
sneaky lately.
get the rest of the party. Let's go. We've got
We
these
need to find
mercenaries with
Jen.
us. Well, we're after Jen. She's trailing the
Oh,
pirates.
did you already take off?
No, we haven't taken off
Oh, okay.
because I was waiting for the rest of you.
Oh, okay.
You guys, you want to accompany us? And then we've got at least
Yeah.
a
We
force.
gotta find Jen.
Where's
Our party is
And
missing.
Captain Rogers, yeah, he can lead us.
all right. So you are all accompanying the Lucky Eight off into the night to try and track down Jen and the pirates. Is that the plan?
And
Yes.
anybody else who wants to come along that's worthy, you know, like
Yeah,
armed and-
I'll give Ragnar's Raiders one last chance to save face.
All right. What do you say to them?
It's your last chance. We're heading out
We what?
to.
We need to find out who gave us the wrong orders and make sure they pay.
We can find out that information when we track these bastards down.
They didn't steal it. They didn't kidnap anybody from our unit.
No, but they kidnapped a lot of people from the town you're sworn to protect. Think of all those women and children.
Going off into the night chasing after pirates seems to be something that would cost extra. We'll have to take it up with the magistrate and make sure all the forms are filled out.
We're leaving in 5 minutes.
Well, then you better hope the magistrate agrees to it in 5
how much
minutes.
how much would you require to accompany us?
Well, it's not just the amount of money. Being lawful dwarves, we want to make sure that all the paperwork is filled out, all
Well,
the bureaucracy is
this is a
taken care
matter
of.
of
We wouldn't want
expedience.
any other, anybody saying that we weren't following the specific orders. No, we wouldn't want to get a bad reputation. So we want to get everything in
Okay.
clear, concise, in writing, preferably in triplicate.
So you're going to protect the town right now, then, right?
Well, that's what we're paid to do.
Okay.
But if you
Well,
want to,
did it-
we'd have to go
But you,
talk
didn't,
to it.
but you didn't do it.
We were at the other end of town. We got the wrong orders. Let us
Yeah,
go. We'll go
They
talk to
can't
the
help
magistrate.
that. That's
And
not
more
their
loot for
fault.
us. We don't need
Yeah.
we don't need these
yeah,
guys.
We won't, we've been trying to warn everybody, and if what we know is true, then it means a dwarven grave's been desecrated too. So it's all on you guys if you don't want to help.
They're
More glory and loot for us. Let's go.
they
Well,
are
we'll take
going
care
off
of-
to
we'll
make
take
sure
care of
that
the
all the
dwarven on it.
lawful paperwork and bureaucracy is done correctly in a truly stoic dwarven manner, as only dwarves can do.
They're not listening to us.
No,
Nope.
none of you are dwarves.
That too, yeah.
Nope. We'll
Time's
take care of
wasted. Let's
dwarven
go.
honor. We'll make sure you
Yep.
guys are.
We should be
marked
after
and
Jen.
Time's
Alright,
a wasting. Let's go.
Those guys seem like government workers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what the dwarves.
Are they leaning on short
Union.
shovels?
Union.
They're in the union, man. They're dwarves.
Yeah.
They're very organized, very
It's
lawful.
true. They didn't lose one of their numbers, so they got lucky. Otherwise,
So
they'd
you're
have
welcome
been
to spend as
fired
much
up.
time as you want. They're going
Nope.
to talk to the magistrate to see if they can
Nope.
Nope.
change,
No more time.
change their
You better
contract
roll.
to go chase after the kidnapped versions in exchange for more
I
money.
flagged down one of the teenagers running around.
Okay.
And I tell him, you go to the magistrate and tell him that our group's going to go off and find out who the hell's attacking the town and why.
All right, we'll do that. Yay! So they go off. There's people talking to the magistrate. The town is doing town stuff. Is
They're killing
anybody
a lot of-
staying? Is anybody staying behind, or is everybody
ahead, Paul.
following Cal and the Lucky Eight?
I'm going after Jen. We
Yep.
got to make sure we don't get too spread out.
All right, Cal and the Lucky Eight, and whoever else is following Cal. Who is
All of
taking
us.
the lead?
I will take the lead because I do have survival. Yeah, I do have survival. I've got what else? Stealth, survival.
I'm going to get in the
tactics.
middle
Okay.
area.
All right. Whoever is taking the lead, you may roll a follow Jen roll.
Okay. Getting a nat 20.
Oh,
Yeah, that means it's a 23, really. But
your little combat tracking thing comes
Damn.
on. Yeet, yeet,
Yeet,
yeet,
yeet,
yeet, yeet, yeet, yeet, yeet.
I'm picking up. Oh, it's Japanese planes. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's not right.
Better
Damn
clear my
radar.
browser.
My radar is malfunctioning. I'm picking up World War II stuff.
All right, so you are all running off in the right direction. Jen, what do you want to do?
Yes.
They are getting off
So-
on the boat. They're shouting various commands. You see the sails moving and the moorings being lifted and other appropriate boat things that I don't know. But it looks like they're getting ready to take off or sail away or whatever.
I want to get on the boat and try to somehow sabotage it so that it can't take off.
All right.
Wear your shoes, Jen.
Roll a. Well, first you got to get on the boat. So roll a climb.
A climb.
Yep. D20 plus strength mod or athletics if you have it.
Okay, that would be a 13.
Oh, that's more than enough. So you grab a rope just as it's being pulled up, and you're now hanging from the side. So you're on the outside of a boat, looking up at where the first part of the boat is, where the mast is. There's ropes hanging down. There are little windows, for the candles, so you could probably get inside through one of those if you wanted. Or you could keep climbing up the rope to get to the deck.
You know what? I think I'm going to keep climbing up the rope, and I'm kind of changing my tactic, but I'm going to keep climbing up.
Uh-huh.
And when I get to the top, I want to leap onto the deck and proclaim, "He's not your captain.
Okay.
I'm the captain," because I have
Plus 100 for bravado, minus 100 for what? But okay. Roll a second climb check.
Bravado.
Okay.
Bravado.
Same thing, 13.
All right, you have reached the top. Now roll an acrobatics if you have such a thing, or if you don't, a charisma check.
I do have acrobatics. I think that's a. Oh, I have athletics.
Okay. Well, you could roll athletics. You could roll a perform since you're trying to look all cool. Basically, do you want to make a charisma check or a dex check?
Probably charisma because I want to look super.
All right, D20
cool.
plus your charisma bonus, plus if you have any skills like perform or anything like that. And there you go. So okay, roll.
Okay. I'm gonna use my natural 20, my free natural 20.
Oh, a third person uses their birthday 20. What is your charisma?
8.
It's now 9.
Oh yay!
Woof, woof, flip, 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 flip. Land. Superhero pose, everybody. Superhero pose. Superhero landing.
Woohoo!
For some reason, the moonlight just shines on you just the right way. All the little lanterns on the boat just all seem to be flickering. So you're standing in the perfect Simone Bliss, 10.10.10.10 performance, right in the right spot. And you take off the hat and say, "I'm the captain now." And all these little velociraptors look at you. What skill do you want to roll here? This is one hell of a bluff. So, okay, I guess bluff.
I want to attempt to use a spell.
Okay.
I want to try to basically use like a charm person.
Have we given you charm person or something?
No.
Or are you just trying to plug in? And
I'm just trying to plug into the ether.
plug into the chaos magic and hope for the best.
Yes,
With
that's
no
all I can do.
understanding of how magic works here, other than you seem to be able to.
Please, force of the world, help me.
Yeah.
All right. And you had an available spell slot to do this?
Yes.
All right.
I don't know what I roll though.
Okay. You're going to roll a d6.
Come on, Jen.
1.
You're going to want to roll another d6.
3.
Okay. That one sounds closer to what you're trying to get. So you want to roll a d6
1.
and a d6.
3.
1, 2, 3. Okay, really, really close. And physical. All right, roll a d6
3. Yes,
and a
this only
d6.
rolls 1s and 3s. 3.
Oh.
All right. Interesting. So you pull off this amazing acrobatic, charismatic roll. You roll in, you jump up, take off the hat, say he's not the captain, I'm the captain now. In the back of your mind, you're praying to this strange energy that you seem to have the ability to tap into, this primordial shamanic world, and you're bargaining with the Lao or whatever, and something happens. Despite the fact that you're nowhere near water,
Hey, neither is this ship.
water starts bubbling up out of the various cracks in the deck, just like it sprung a leak, just bubble, 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 bubble. And as it bubbles out and touches the legs of the feet of the various velociraptors, they must roll a saving throw. So it is D10. What is your wisdom modifier?
3.
11, 12, 13. What is your level?
2.
Well, they must roll a saving throw of 15.
Okay.
This water that is bubbling up as it touches the various velociraptors in the first 20 feet of this bubbling fountain. Roll a d4, Jen.
1.
The strange light comes into their eyes as the water touches them. They all look sort of confused. And as one, they all turn at you and jump off each side, start jumping off, running as far away from the boat as they can on their action. As one, they start just running that way, each one of them using their dash to move 30 feet. So the remaining 16 velociraptor, 20-foot radius, they all failed their saving throw. So yeah, run off in random directions. The spell you have learned is called Distortion Fountain, and basically it's a confusion spell.
Okay.
So that's your second level, so it's a 20-foot radius. Instead of it being whatever, it's water because it's a fountain, but it operates like a confusion spell. When the water touches anybody, they have to make a saving throw. If they fail the saving throw, you get to roll in the confusion table. 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1 is run away as far as you can in a random direction. 2 is stand there, do nothing. 3 is attack a friend. And a 4 is, of course, perform as normal. Okay. And lucky you got a 1 on the confusion table. So as one, then they all fail their saving throw. They are confused. They run as far away from you as they can in one round, which means, of course, they all use their dash, because none of them did during the fight. So they get to double their movement rate. Plus, they're using a full round action so they get to double it again. So they're gone. They've 60 feet in random directions, and leaving you alone with Captain Dungeon Minister. You turn around and he goes, "Lass, what have you done with my crew?" Pointing the machine gun at you. Meanwhile, Cal and his army, you're all trunching through the forest, the plains, heading towards the little rocky cliffs that sort of denotates the valley that not Dunkirk. You still don't know the name of the town.
I think it's better as not Dunkirk.
Dunkirk as a person you still haven't met, but yeah, he did.
I guess
he took you to meet Dunkirk. And as you're both commanding and everybody be quiet and you're all sneaky. And as you sneak over the cliff and following Jen's, you hear a noise. It sounds like a bunch of little teeny feet running towards you. And those of you that can see in the dark or are using a light source are just, but basically you see about 8 velociraptors running towards you as fast as they can. Like they are just scared out of their brains. They're screaming, they're yelling, they look scared, like they've just seen the most horrific thing in their life, and they're running for it as fast away from whatever it is as fast as they can. They don't even pay attention to you. I'll take free attacks against them if you want. That's how scared they are. They just need to get away from whatever this is.
Well,
and of course, you have no idea what they're running for, but it must be something really scary.
Yeah, I'll leave them alone. All
right.
We need to find. I mean, assuming Jen is from the direction they come from, so.
Well, it is the direction your natural 20 tracking said.
Right.
All right. So nobody's going to take free attacks against them?
It's up to the. If the
let them go. Let them. They're going to keep running.
It's up to the mercenaries. They want to take a few.
They're going to run to the end of the round.
Yeah.
All right. So round number 2.
It's only 8 of them, so I'm not.
You're all behind. You're all 1 round behind Jen, so you'll be caught up after the end of Jen's conversation with Captain Dungeon Minister, the Canadian dinosaur pirate with a machine gun. What you be doing with my crew with your finger waggling, lass? I was not paid enough to deal with magic. And he spits on the deck and does the cross and spins around.
Well, look, I haven't been paid at all. So, I think you owe me a little here.
I owe you a little. You cost me my entire crew. If anything, you owe me.
You don't need them. They're not helping you. Look how scared they are, running around like a bunch of chicken lizards.
They are a rather cowardly lot of velociraptors. I expected more.
So
perhaps we can come to a mutual beneficial understanding then, lass.
I think we need to go together to this SARN and get what's coming to us. He didn't pay me at all, and he didn't pay you enough. So I think we need to go take care of that.
Well, this fool of a false lizard paid us to attack the village and act as a distraction, but he didn't tell us that there'd be finger-waggling spell witches there. He spits on the thing and does the cross and turns around again. So that changes everything, and for dealing with finger-waggling witches, spit, cross, turn around, I expect double. So I believe you're right. I believe I was hornswoggled. But without a crew, I cannot operate the land grabber.
Oh, I can get us a crew, but you gotta let the prisoners go. They're nothing to you anyway. They're just gonna drag you down. Just let the prisoners go.
Well, they'd be worth
my crew will come.
But if you can offer me a crew, that might be worth the price of the letting the prisoners go. So what are you bringing me for a crew? And as he says that, almost as if Jen planned it as only an elf can, over the cliff comes Caliber 44 and Captain Rogers and David the Wizard and Honey and the Lucky 8. And they're all standing there. And just as he says, how do you offer me a crew? There's your crew.
Right there's my crew. We can take care of this SARN.
Has any one of you ever handled a ship? None of the lucky 8 have. They're all like, what is the ship doing here? We're in the middle. How did you get this here? I don't understand.
Don't worry about it. It's a miracle.
Come on up, guys.
So you go through the captured prisoners. It's mostly women. None of them are Sven. The lucky 8 go through each one of them. Nope.
But do they know Sven or any of them Brunhild?
Didn't see Sven. Don't know Sven. Didn't see Sven.
You know Brunhild?
Brunhilda. Yes, she's the new blacksmith in town.
All right.
Okay.
Kind of clue my crew or the crew in on it, I guess. That's Sven's.
Yeah, so
girlfriend.
3 of them don't know. One of them says, "Oh yeah, she's that new blacksmith. She came in town a couple weeks ago." And then somebody else says, "What? You mean the half orc? Arr! Can't believe we let half orcs in our town now."
Yeah.
And then
What's an orc?
Wow.
some of the lucky 8 take the townsfolk and go, "Wait, the half orc has Captain Sven back to town, boys." So they start leaving.
Yeah, probably not going to convince them otherwise, and it's better they escort the.
So I'm gonna fill
Townsfolk.
you guys in that SARN.
So you're on the
paid
deck of a
the
boat
captain here.
Uh-huh.
in the middle of someplace a boat shouldn't be. The only water that you see is the water that is slowly bubbling away that was covering the deck for some reason. Standing at the wheel is Captain Dungeon Minister, the Canadian dinosaur pirate with a machine gun.
But no hat.
But no hat. Nor does he have a parrot.
Yeah.
And you
What kind of
guys.
pirate is this?
Yeah.
Disappointed in
So-
the pirating.
So what's going on here?
So SARN paid this captain or pirate.
Aye, we
dungeon
were
minister
paid
over
by a
here.
fellow, a false lizard, claiming that he represented the SARN folk to attack the village as a distraction while he was and his folk were doing something else. And they paid us a fine treasure of the shiniest of rubies, but they didn't tell us there'd be no foul finger waggling witch spit cross turn around. And for that, Captain Dungeon Minister, the Canadian dinosaur pirate with a machine gun, expects to be paid double. Plus, you've just cost me a ton of booty for the prisoners I had to let go. Now, this fine lass has volunteered you as my new crew.
So we can go get to SARN and get what we're owed and what he is owed.
Captain
Hold,
Dungeon Master.
hold on. We parlayed this?
I did.
It's Captain Dungeon Minister because the idea of the Tyrannosaurus Rex pirate with a machine gun was his idea.
So how do we vote?
Freaking hysterical.
Hey, he said, you know,
Well-
when I was talking to him, he said, yeah, I want to see a pirate dinosaur with a machine gun.
Captain Dungeon Minister.
Aye, that'd be my name.
SARN's supposed to be a dragon, is he not?
No, there'd be no dragon in these parts for years. Not since Belinda Brassbottom slay the black dragon.
Then what is this? What is this new SARN?
I've not seen a new SARN. I've only seen the false lizard that claimed he worked for him.
Yeah.
What does he look like?
Arrgh. He's certainly no dinosaur, that's for sure. He's be the ugliest lizard I've ever seen.
Well,
Do you know where we can find him?
We got it.
I know where the
start getting
contract
the
was
sun
made, but I do not know if he be there.
Well, let's go track him down.
That sounds like a good plan.
Well, wouldn't you
Have ever
rather?
been on a boat before?
I've been on ships, but
I'm sure I can figure it out.
I've been on steamships.
All right. He starts giving orders. Each of you may roll a D20 plus either int mod or dex mod. This is the first time you've done it. It will be at disadvantage. You need to roll a 11 or higher.
11.
Well, you
I
said-
rolled a
I rolled a 1.
17.
We're at disadvantage.
Yeah, because you've never done it before.
No, we
Okay.
have to roll 2 dice then, right?
2 dice. Take the
Well-
lowest of the 2. Then you pick which
Okay.
you're going to do. If you're going to be
11 on the dot.
Dex or Intelligence, whichever is higher.
11 then.
Yeah, 11 on the dot.
And if
Failure.
you have any skills that you think would add to this, be it engineering, mechanics,
No,
piloting,
we got
Athletics?
mechanics. 12.
So I go with maybe 12 as athletics.
you could justify athletics by doing
Yeah.
tying the ropes. So sure.
I failed.
All
Too
right.
Mechanics
low on
gives me
I
a
failed.
On the
12.
one.
All right. So
I failed.
I only got a 2 plus like 2.
All right. So as with
level.
skill checks work, you need 3 successes. You only had 1 success.
I got
Nothing
one.
happens.
So
Mhm.
we got to do it again.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Spend 20 minutes pulling
Okay,
ropes,
can we just
doing whatever the
can
dinosaur's
someone
saying.
go over this?
Huh?
Yeah,
So he
I failed twice.
slowly tries to explain to
Oh, no,
you
I wouldn't
what
be.
a mistomass is, what port
Okay.
is, what starboard is. You may
Yeah.
now roll again as normal,
Okay.
11 or higher.
Because I actually made the second roll. I made 11 exactly. Well, depending if it's plus level, then it'd be 13.
No, that's not plus level for you.
And I've totally biffed this one. I roll a 2, so that's like
I
6.
got a nat
19.
20 on this one.
19,
natural
19, 20.
Yeah.
A 24.
All right, anybody roll below 11?
Yes.
No, I rolled a 16.
2. Well, 6.
15.
All right, so 1 fail. Any roll above 11? 1,
Yeah.
15.
2, 3.
Everybody else.
Jen got a natural 20, so that counts as 2. So 1 fail, 5 successes for a skill check. Under the old 4th edition rules, you only need 3 successes. So you have succeeded. In addition, Jen, you pick up the skill of pilot because you got a
Okay.
natural 20. So you have the skill at +0.
Nice.
You definitely now have it as a trained skill. You now know how to pilot a land ship. So after 20 minutes of Captain Dungeon Minister explaining how to pilot the land crawler, you all get the hang of it except for Cal. Just can't.
44.
I need a spaceship. This is not a
Weird.
spaceship. Where's the
Totally
computer? Where's the replicator? Where's
That's
my
probably,
Earl,
yeah.
where's
Probably,
my Earl Grey hot? Where's my transporter?
Here's the
He
hologram.
raises the anchor. He pulls the thing. You hear a and out of the holes that Jen thought were for the cannons come crab legs, and the crab
Whoa.
legs lift up the boat and slowly start trudging across the land.
Probably a
Set
real
sail
good
for the-
idea that you didn't go in those holes.
Yeah.
Set
Yeah, you
sail
probably could have
for
worked your way through.
the drowned anvil. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. So you watch as the land trudges by as this giant crab boat slowly meanders across the wastelands of the nomad's land, as it's called. And after about an hour, 2 hours, you're going farther away from not Dunkirk than you've ever been, farther away from the forest and the little place where you found the ruins and everything than you've ever been. Farther away from the river. This is all new land. At some point in time, it enters Captain Rogers' brain. I don't know where the Jeep is.
I
you know where
just
we
thought
left
of
it?
that.
I thought we left it at town.
Yeah.
Because I didn't bring it with us.
Yeah, because we had gone back to town, I believe.
It's
there.
You didn't bring the boat. You could have put all the mercenaries in the Jeep and been there one round, but nope, you forgot you had a Jeep.
Well,
I don't know that we could put 8 guys.
You
in
shouldn't
top
drive
Yeah.
drunk, though.
You shouldn't drive drunk,
Yeah.
exactly. It still
we're
hasn't.
not going to fit 8
Hey,
more
Captain.
people in the Jeep.
I'm going to look between all the different captains. Captain.
There's only one captain on this
General-
boat, and it's me.
Okay.
And
What's the name of the boat?
The witch,
What's the name of the ship?
the land crawler.
You ever take this in water or just on land?
Water?
Yeah.
He looks at you all confused. There'd be pirates in the water now, too? I haven't never
Yes.
thought of that before.
Yeah, well, there's pirates everywhere, yes.
But we be miles away from the nearest ocean. Water.
Well, it has crab legs, so
Yeah. It continues. The land grabber continues to prod along. Is there anything you want to ask him? Or
well,
you just-
I try to ascertain the general direction we head off into.
you're going east-ish into the night, away from the moon,
Okay.
away from village.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask him how far away this place is.
Well, about 2 hours as the crab crawls.
So it's not that far because we're crawling along. I don't know how fast I think this
Not
is.
very fast.
Yeah. 3 miles an hour.
Yeah, about 8 miles an hour.
So it's not that far. But at least, hey, it's a ride.
Yeah.
And it could hold a whole crew, which is super cool.
Yeah, it's a single mast pirate ship. It could hold at least.
I gotta
60
ask,
feet
what's the
long?
mast for? What is the actual mast for?
Yeah, I was wondering the same question, Captain Roger.
To keep the pirate aesthetic.
Yeah.
For
It's
looks.
got it must
a
have
big
the flag.
flagpole.
I mean, right?
It's a
Don't you
really,
have
really
a
big flagpole.
Jolly Roger there?
I gotta have the Jolly Roger. I gotta have my crow's nest. I gotta
Yeah, for
have
lookout.
my sails for the windy days. It came with the. It came with the sail. How could I not use it? You know
It's
what
not
else?
really going to add any speed factor to this journey.
Are you insulting the land grabber?
A land crabber? Land crabber. Yeah, how long is this boat roughly? What's the dimensions?
I don't know. You're gonna maybe look up boat stuff mid game.
Average pirate ship
Well,
length.
I mean,
An
60 feet
average single
long?
mast 18th century pirate ship. So
I don't know.
stem to stern, enough to hold 20 velociraptors.
Well, they're
It's
tiny.
probably the
They're
size of the Mayflower.
Yeah,
60 feet long.
probably 60 to
I
70
was
feet
thinking
long.
45, like
Yeah,
somewhere
but they
45.
was- yeah. Small.
Yeah. Well, the velociraptors were so small, but then the T-Rex is
He's a
quite a bit
T-Rex.
bigger.
Yes, he's much bigger. Like, 80 hit points bigger.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a few pictures, and I'm gonna ask the captain for like a selfie.
Arr!
When,
The little,
when you ever get a chance to take a selfie with a dinosaur?
Exactly.
Captain,
Secret double sign.
pirate.
We'll have to have the group photo.
group photo time.
Yeah.
Group photo.
Oh
All
God.
right.
So after about 2 hours of trudging across the Ashen Waste, you arrive at the sunken, burnt anvil tavern. Few thought not Dunkirk was a wretched hive of slum and villainy that looked like it, looked like it was put together in the dark. There's a crater, and at the bottom of the crater there's a pool of just sludge, and in the center of the pool of sludge is a building, and calling it a building is being nice. But it has 4 walls and a roof, and there's definitely
Glorified lean-to.
the smell of bacon coming out of it, since it is about morning. And you notice that there is
There's where the stolen pig went.
there's another one of these boats there. There's a wagon. There's what looks like an elephant, all sort of staked to the ground. And he pulls the lever, and the thing is, and he goes, there be the sunken, burned anvil, the best and only in this side of the Ashen Waste. If you're looking for mercenary work and skullduggery, this is the place you come. A more wretched hive of scum and villainy you'll never find.
Oh, jeez.
Since the last hive of scum and villainy.
Well, Captain Pirates, let's go find out who's been causing all the troubles.
All right, so you climb down, and you.
I mean,
the
I guess we can park it anywhere, right?
Yeah, it just it scuttles down and just sort of sits there like he did before. He ties the anchor to one of these little pegs that are all around the little crater, You slip down the crater. There's like something that sort of passes as stairs. Then there's the walkway that goes to the door, and you're all like, trying not to step in the goop. And you enter
Oh my, this place needs a cleaning.
the burnt, drunken anvil. It's bigger than it appears on the inside. But yeah, it is the worst looking. It is the epitome of what a bad bar would look like in a bad fantasy. I mean, nobody there looks respectable. Everybody seems to be sitting in the shadow somewhere, somehow. You know, there's smell of smoke and cigarettes and blood, and there's, peanuts and
Chickens on the
wood
table.
shavings
Okay.
on the floor. There's bacon and eggs cooking in the fire. The guy behind the bar has got a rag that looks like it hasn't been washed in years, and he just spits in the cups when he cleans them out. I mean, yeah, it's just awful.
Well, hey, there's enough alcohol in the alcohol. It sterilizes it, right?
Yeah. There's humans, dwarves, elves, a couple goblins, a couple things you don't recognize, something that looks like a squid. It's the cantina scene, fantasy version of the cantina scene from Star Wars, but like with half the people.
What's the music like?
There's no music.
There's no music. It's
No
that
music.
bad.
Yeah.
The
No
last
music.
band was killed by the patrons.
I just look at Captain. Captain. He's not really the captain, but
he scrunches through the door, his head buffing against the roof, and he goes, "Where be that alligator of a lizard that calling himself a servant of SARN that led me wrong?"
Well,
Nobody answers. Somebody goes, he walks over to the first one and does the grab him behind and then slams him into the table. "I ask ye again, where be that alligator of a false lizard that called himself servant of SARN and misled me?"
does this place look like it has a back entrance?
Well, it doesn't look like it, but you assume there is one.
I circle around to see if anybody comes out the other side with my
All right, so you
pistol
step
ready.
outside and you go to where you think the back exit is,
Maybe.
or at least the rear of the building.
Yep, just in case.
You don't see any obvious doors, but a place like this was got to have at least one, if not more,
Or underground, but
back entrances. But yeah, so you are behind the building. Everybody else is
Okay.
inside.
Yeah.
So Cal steps out.
44.
Caliber 44 steps out and moves to behind the drunken burnt anvil. The rest of you are all sort of scrunched in around your Tyrannosaurus Rex. But the wretched hive of scum of villainy. Like, he doesn't even have the hat.
I reach
So they're
into my
ignoring
sleeve
him.
and pull out the almighty nun ruler.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
And what do you do with it?
And I declare, "Don't make me use this on you guys to get the information. You won't like it."
All right, roll and intimidate.
I look appropriately intimidated to help with the ruse.
Oh. It's a 1.
It's a 1.
Oh.
The entire room bursts into laughter.
This goblin stands up and he's wearing a classic nun hat, and he pulls out a ruler and he goes, "I got one of those too." And then he sits back down. "Mine's longer." And they're like, "Yeah, his is longer."
Yes, but he doesn't know how to use it. I approach him.
She doesn't either.
That's what she said.
That's what your mom said. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so now there's this goblin who's somehow managed to acquire, as only a goblin has, a nun's hammock over his head. He looks more like a classic nun, unlike you. And he's got a ruler, and his is 13 inches.
I'm still going to smack his knuckles.
And he's like, yeah, I've got one of those too, and mine's longer. Don't listen to her. And they're all, blah, 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 blah. And you're going to walk over and smack him?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit his knuckles. That's what you do with those rulers.
All right, roll to hit knuckles. Honey, starting a bar fight. Can't have a D&D adventure without a bar fight.
Mm-mm.
It's a 13.
All right, do your D4 damage.
One.
like a gunshot. Snap! Just pierces through the rubble and the humbugging and the whatever. Even the bellowing of Captain Dungeon Minister, the dinosaur pirate, pales in comparison to that perfect one just snap as your ruler snaps on his knuckles, and he lets out the ouch, drops his knuckles, and the bar fight commences. Do you wish to keep your existing initiatives or roll new initiatives?
I'm
roll
good.
New, I wrote roll new initiatives, but yeah.
Okay.
All right,
That's fine.
roll new initiatives.
20.
Jen rolled a 20.
11.
Shadow
3.
rolled 11.
17.
Who said 3?
3, Mike. Or
Mike.
David.
3. Honey. 17. Caliber 44. Oh, you're outside.
I rolled a 3 if it even matters, but yes, I'm circling the building.
And bad guys rolled a 14. All right, Jen.
I'm holding
Fight
my
breaks out.
action.
A fight
I'm
breaks
holding
out.
my action and just sliding to the wall, kind of out of the way as much as possible.
Yeah. Somebody stands up and pushes somebody. Somebody else stands up and hits somebody over the head with a mug. The guy behind the bar reaches up and pulls down a gate. Now he's behind this little gated, fence. And then he picks up a club. Just typical bar fight, and you are moving over to where?
I'm just moving over to the up against a wall, kind of as much out of the way as possible. And
All right.
if somebody comes at me, then I will shove them away. Will be my action.
All right. So
But
you are you hiding or just standing there?
No, I'm not hiding. Just standing.
All right. Well, because this is, of course, a slimy bar, no matter where you stand, you're somehow in the shadows. Because it's just the magic of the bar. All right. Nurse Honey and her ruler battle. All right. So you've just smacked the ruler out of this goblin nun's hand.
Now I'm going to backhand slap him with the ruler across his face.
All right. Roll the hit.
Okay, I rolled a 11.
It's a goblin. That's a hit.
Rolled another 1.
Big red mark on the side of his face. 2 hit points damage to this poor little goblin. He is definitely embarrassed. All right. Various bad guys. Blah, 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 blah. They're fighting. Captain Dungeon Minister jumps into the fray. Blah, 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 blah. Where is false SARN? Smashing somebody into the wall. Blah, blah, blah. You're the only one that seems to be engaged with any of you is the goblin nun, who will slap you back. Armor class 6, Honey.
My AC is 12.
So he tries to slap you and unarmed slap you in the face. He yells, "Detention!" But you skitter out of the way. general bar fight shenanigans are going on, but they, somehow nobody's really paying attention to you because you haven't done anything, and I rolled really crappy. Shadow and Sun.
I start swinging the bar stool I was sitting on, clearing a path.
Okay. Do you have a specific direction, or just get away from me? Clear the path?
To the bartender.
Oh, to the bartender behind his gated wall?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to hit with bar stool.
19.
Okay. If your intent was just to push people out of the way, you have definitely cleared a path. You easily make your way to the gated up bartender who's standing behind his little wall holding a club. So you were there.
And I asked him, I tell him to tell me where the alkalite of SARN is.
He looks at you like, I don't know anybody by that name.
The mouthpiece of SARN, the guy who speaks for him.
Never heard of him.
Don't make me come in there.
You could try, but nope, that name doesn't sound familiar. I've got a really short memory. I see hundreds of faces every day. I can't remember one SARN from another SARN. As far as I know, your name is SARN. I don't know. Maybe
the guy who works for the what the hell was? How did he put it?
I don't know. I'm a forgetful bartender. What could I say? You all look the same. If there's something to maybe jog my memory, but I don't know if your name's SARN.
Yeah, how about one of these? As I point my 45 at him.
Okay. Oh, that seems a fair. Oh, I don't have one of those. All right, we'll get back to you since you're trying to intimidate the bartender. Yeah. Dave the Wizard.
Looking around, I'm just gonna see if there's a drink on a table left unattended that I could swipe.
Sure.
Just going with the trope.
All right, are you drinking it or hitting somebody with it?
No, I gotta smell it first. I'm hesitant.
There's definitely alcohol in there. Smells like finger polish remover.
Oh, well,
just strong alcoholics burn the hairs inside your nose smell. But
yeah,
it's
down the hatch.
It's a color. You're pretty sure what's ever floating in is an ice cube. All right, roll a Constitution save of 8 or better. D20 plus your con.
19 plus 120.
It burns.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's it burns. Yep. If you had any hair inside your nostrils, it's gone. If you were coming down with anything, cured. Yeah, it's an interesting sensation, but you've had worse. It's kind of got a kick to it. You're like, actually, it's not that bad. Once you get back to it's like boba. It's got chunky bits in it.
Yeah.
But 19. Yeah, it's not that bad. All right, caliber 44. You have gone outside. You have gone to the back of the building. You do not see a door. You see sludge, and then the other hill. There's things floating in the sludge. You hear a fight break out.
Nice. I circle back around to the entrance or head that way.
All right, so you start circling back around.
Yeah, but not the way I came. I'll go around the other side of the building.
You reach the entrance, and you can enter the fray next round.
Yeah.
Jen the elf in her shadow.
I don't think I'm doing anything at this point in time.
Just gonna hang out
here. Yeah, I'm gonna be people watching.
All right,
looking to see, like if somebody's trying to sneak out, like maybe they might be the SARN spokesperson or.
Okay. Nurse Honey versus her goblin counterpart.
I'm trying to grapple the goblin.
All right. That's a grapple attempt is a D20 plus strength mod.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. Well, he's got an armor class of 8, so you have grappled him. In
Good.
his round, he can try to escape, but you have a hold of him by the
Excellent.
lapels, I assume,
Yes.
or by the ear. Which is it? Is it the ear grab or is it the lapels grab?
The ear grab.
All right,
That's
go
where
for the
I
nun
rolled.
ear grab. You're twisting the ear. You're going to the principal ear grab. Okay. My bad guys. Blah, 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 blah. Smash. I'm going to hit you over the head with a chair. I'll smash you in the face with a bottle. I'll stab you. I'll throw you out a window. Typical bar fight stuff. Let's see. The only person that's really entered the fray is Honey and Captain Rogers, and Captain Rogers is threatening the barkeeper. I don't know. That seems to go against the rules of the bar. So some brave bartender is going to come to the barkeep's rescue. So he comes, hey, stay away from him. He's got the good stuff. Armor class 11, Captain Rogers.
My AC is 14.
All right. You've pointed your gun at the bartender. The bartender thinks you're offering him the gun, so he reaches to take it.
I pull back the hammer and say, no, I want info now.
He ducks down with a natural 20. He's like, oh, wink. It is your turn, Captain Rogers. You've just been hit over the back of the head with a empty glass, a stein. You've threatened the bartender, who in retaliation has ducked down behind the bar.
Well, is there a door to get into the back of the bar?
From your side?
Yeah.
You don't see one. He's behind this gated thing. You assume there is.
I look around to see where, he's got to come out some way.
All right.
So I'm looking for the door.
Roll a perception check or a find traps check.
9.
You don't see an entrance into how he could get in and out of this gate. There's got to be a hinge somewhere, but you don't see it.
All right. I look to Captain Dungeon Minister. Hey, come here. Help me with this gate.
You're not going to worry about the guy that just hit you with the glass?
Oh, no, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, guy just hit you over the head with a glass, but it didn't do any damage.
Oh.
That's why I asked you what your That's why I asked you what your armor class was.
Oh, I see. Sorry. I'll point my gun at him and say, "Get the hell out of here."
Those
All
are
right. David the Wizard.
I'm just going to. Everybody looks like they've got things sort of handled. I'll kind of move closer to Nurse Honey with their goblin.
Yep, she's got her little goblin
pinned or held with the ear.
All right, Cal 44. You can enter the fight now if you wish. You step through the door, enter back into the burnt, drowned Anvil Tavern, and a classic bar fight has broken out. It's a universal scene. In any genre, you've seen it on space bars. People are hitting people with things. There's blood. There's alcohol. There's fire. There's gunshots. There's a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
No, I think I'll probably guard the door for now. So nobody
Captain
leaves.
Rogers is over there beating up on a poor defenseless bar. Nurse Honey's over there. She's got a little kid by his ear. The rest of your party, the rest of your friends just seem to be sort of just hiding. Dave's just grabbing drinks and drinking them.
Okay, I'll guard the door for
anywhere. So you're just guarding the door, just looking there, intimidating.
Yeah,
nobody,
because yeah.
Nobody gets out. All right. Nurse Honey, your goblin.
Repent, child, and tell us where the evil cult is.
Armor
or the
class
spankings will commence.
Armor class 10. Nurse Honey.
Oh, my armor class is 12.
All right. He tries to bite you.
Naughty.
Well, you've got his ear. He tries to bite you. Arr. All right. Round 3, Jen.
I don't see anybody trying to sneak around the edges or.
Not yet.
Okay. I'm gonna I'll just stay where I am, I think.
All right. Round 3, Nurse Honey.
I'm demanding that he tells us where the followers of SARN are.
Okay. He yells back at you. You're suspended. Yeah.
Spanking time.
All right. So you're just going to spank him?
Yeah, we'll spank him with the ruler.
All right.
We're holding on his ear.
Roll it.
I rolled a 20.
Natural or artificial?
No, you know, with the numbers. Add it.
Okay. Right. Do your damage. 1d4 subdual.
4.
You knock him out. You just grab him one ear with one hand, wing back with the ruler, and just snap on the side of the head, and he just falls over, just totally knocked unconscious.
All right.
Nice.
Next.
All right. My bad guys. Nope. Man, typical bar fight stuff. Guy fighting Captain Rogers. Armor class 19, Captain Rogers.
It's a
Mine's
hit.
14. Mine's 14.
All right. Guy with broken glass who just tried to hit you over the head tries to shank you with what's left of the broken glass and does. He shanks you for 1 point of damage.
Ow. I shoot him.
All right, well, it is your turn, so you can shoot him.
15.
All right. Do your damage.
5.
5. All right. So, blam! The fight stops. Everybody turns and looks at the guy with the gun, and they're all like, whoa, I didn't know a gunfight was going to happen. They're like, hey, we're just having a friendly bar fight here. What's the meaning of shooting poor Smithers, especially since he owed me 3 pogs?
I thumb.
Captain Dungeon Minister grabs another one and goes, where be that alligator of a false lizard that misled me?
Yeah, what he said.
Someone better answer him, or there'll be no bar left by the time we're done.
There, a couple of them like, what is he talking about? Alligator? You're the only dinosaur I know. They all generally don't seem to know which one he's talking about. Man, I'm rolling for crap. They mumble up on some stuff. They're like, oh, you're the only. I mean, is he that other dinosaur?
Ooh.
Captain, he's like, do not mention her name. No, this one was not a dinosaur. He was a false dinosaur, an alligator. No, I don't know what you're talking about. What's a SARN?
So he looked like a lizard.
He didn't look like a dinosaur. Is what is the general description you're getting from him. Most of them have no idea what you're talking about. You think they're telling the truth. Meanwhile, the bartender pops back up with a shotgun pointed right at your face, Captain Rogers. I'll be taking that gun.
Over my dead body.
Click, click. I can arrange that. Everybody else in the bar's like, whoa, hey, that's the bartender. He's off limits. He's got the good stuff. You sure you want to do that there, son? There's like 8 of us. 10 of us. And I'll defend that bartender with my life, even though he's a jackass. I'll defend him. Fuck him. I hate him.
Now all we need is biker orcs to show up.
No, I already used them. You won't see the combat wheelchair orc gang again for a while. I only use one joke.
I know. I'm just saying it. Just the scene is already set here. It's
I'm trying to make it as weird and gonzo as I can.
Yep.
Pirate Dinosaurs. That's what you guys wanted. So you seem to have a stalemate because you got 10 guys of various inebriation who are willing to defend the bartender. You've got the bartender with the shotgun pointed at Captain Rogers saying, "Give me your gun." And then you've got Captain Dungeon Minister with his machine gun going, "I want to know where this false dinosaur is that misled me." Ball's in your court, Captain Rogers, it seems.
I'm gonna twirl my gun and holster it.
That be more. All right. People are like, okay. And the bartender looks at you, puts the gun down behind his back and goes, "Now, I understand that despite everything you've done, I'm still a businessman and you're looking for someone. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do repairs. Gonna have to, replace those tables. Somebody's got to pay for poor Smithers' funeral.
Well, I think our captain would have to do that, right?
Who's gonna be fitting the bill for all this? I mean, that gun would be a good start.
I'm pointing at our captain because usually the captain takes care of this stuff.
You're right. He is. All right. He walks over and he puts down a bag on the bar stool, and the bartender slides it under the little openings in the grate and says, "Oh, yeah, that guy. Now I remember where he went." Yeah. They were going to the Crooked Tower. A bunch of them. To do something with the people who lived in the Crooked Tower.
Where's the Crooked Tower?
Oh, it's about a day's travel to the west. A priest lives there. I think he used to be an adventurer or something.
That doesn't sound good.
What's his name?
Can't seem to think of his name.
I nudge Captain Dungeon Master.
He takes a brooch off of his lapel and slides it. Oh yes, that's Father Didymus, high priest of Thor / Saint Cuthbert. Yes. Yeah, now famous adventurer. Now it comes back to me. Surely you know the tale of Father Didymus, high priest of Saint Cuthbert.
No.
Right?
No.
Well, I'd have the bard tell you it, but you shot him. Shot my bard. I got to get a new bard. You looking for work there, elf lady? I could use a new bard.
I'm an elf, not a bard.
Aren't they the same thing? Well, anyways, he was one of those adventurers that travel with Belinda Blackbottom that slew the great black dragon, SARN. Surely you've heard of them. They're the talk of the wasteland. Everybody knows the story of...
about SARN. He's alive.
What? SARN's dead.
No.
Everybody knows the great black dragon's dead. No. Buried with Belinda Blackbottom.
No. Incorrect.
Well, then someone's playing at being him. Got an imposter.
Well, somebody who gets paid more than I do should probably do something about that then.
If SARN's alive.
Everybody puts their thumb on their nose in the bar, except for you guys. All right, nope. Oh, guess it's you guys. Well, SARN is alive. I don't know. There'd probably be a lot of riches and rewards and heroism involved. And I'm just a humble bartender. I'm not going to go out there and fight him.
He turned this land into an unlivable wasteland last time.
Yes, that was much of the ashen waste is because of him. He was aciding up everywhere with his acid breath weapon for years before Belinda Blackbottom and the heroes slain him. Poor Belinda Blackbottom cost her her life.
The demon
I'd have the bard
is
sing the
clearly
song.
coming back for revenge.
Well, that would be a horrible thing if he came back for revenge. Surely there's a brave group of adventurers somewhere that would deal with this. All the thumbs go on the noses again.
Surely you will die when he attacks first.
What do you want me to do? You want me to go out and hunt down the false SARN? I'm a bartender. My job is taking care of the barn. What am I going to do? I can't throw lightning bolts or
intelligence.
Hmm?
We need accurate intelligence.
We came to the wrong place, clearly.
Accurate intelligence. What is it you think I know? I'm a humble bartender. I serve window cleaner and food coloring to travelers in the Ashen Waste. If you want to know more about the legend of SARN, I would seek out people who were there, or a historian, or a bard. But you killed my bard.
You've been very, very helpful. Maybe you should tip him. And I elbow our captain.
Gee, another one. This is coming out what I'm not paying you, lass. Arrgh, so it seems we'll have to track down this rapscallion of the mouth of SARN to the Crooked Tower. That'll be next week's adventure. Dun, dun, dun. The end. Yay!
Nice.
How fun.
I was tempted to use that birthday 20 on the bartender, just saying.
Yeah.
All right, so who didn't use their birthday 20?
I did not.
I think
Just two
Honey
people, I
and Captain
believe.
Rogers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Rogers and Nurse Honey did not take advantage of the free birthday 20. Good to know.
Happy birthday, by the way.
That will come in handy in the next game.
That's right.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys go because I got to find out what's going on with my family.
Okay.
Have a great birthday.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
I got something for you. OG, I got something, but I'm going to need a mailing address.
Thanks for doing that review of my stuff there, Shadow. Hopefully it'll sell some more. Thanks for
I got
reviewing the
another review
game.
coming up. Yeah, I'll be
Jen?
reviewing the Goblin book next.
Nice.
It should be up here. It's Weird West. You should love it.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
why I
behind
picked
on
it.
everything.
All right, I'll email you my address, Shadow.
All right, I
Awesome.
gotta go. I just got a call from the teenager.
All right,
All
talk
right.
to you
Okay.
later. See you in 2
Enjoy
weeks.
the rest of the weekend.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Have a good one, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks,
Thank
Al.
you.
Ooh.